Good morning. It's still morning across the United States, right? Oh my gosh. It's Power Coach Alishia here, your source of fun, funny, exciting, entertaining, and educational speaking, coaching, and direct sales training. With a twist of no fluff, no hand-holding, no bullshit love. I specialize in helping women step into their personal power, unleashing their inner badasses, and living the life they love unapologetically authentic. Now, yesterday, I did a live that was about you ending your book, writing, the last chapter's over, setting it aside, lighting that bitch on fire, whatever needs to happen to stop writing that book that is not serving you anymore. And today I wanted to talk about the one thing that's stopping you from making big changes and getting big results. Okay, I don't have help in the back end because my assistant is on a call. So I'm going to jump on Facebook and get this set up. If you guys will please share this, I would greatly appreciate you sharing this live. Yes, indeedy. They've made it so much easier to start watch parties though. So this will be fast. Hang out with me. As you guys are jumping on here, make sure you say hi to me in the comments. I noticed last night nobody talked, and that is so weird for a live of mine. Usually everybody has something to say. We're chatty Cathying, but that did not quite happen last night. If you did miss last night's live, I highly recommend that you go watch it because it's really, really, really powerful. Oh, see, I forgot you have to continually open up a new browser. All right. It's all right. You guys are not used to me being live this early, so if I have nobody that shows up, it's okay. But I have to get this off my mind. Hi, Celia. I have stuff that I need to say, and if I wait till later, the power behind it will just dissipate. So I would rather go live now and say what I want to say. Say what you want to say. What's that song? Say what you mean to say. I think it's mean to say. Say what you mean to say. Yeah, it's that. Hey, welcome to me. I always get the lyrics wrong. Wasn't there a show that was like, guess that lyric or something like that? This is my last one and then I'm ready to rock. I'm pretty sure there was like, guess that lyric. Wait, what the hell? Oh, there we go. Sorry guys, I have to, share it out. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Last one, and then I'm rocking it with you. Perfect. All right, I think that has to sit open over there. Okay, so, good morning. I really want to do Power Up with Power Coach Alicia's at 9 a.m., but listen, I get up, hi Brenda, I get up at 8:30 now because I've set like a new process and stuff. It's been about a month now. It's still new for me. Where I get up at 8:30 and then I bebop around the house. Hi Jessica. And then I get ready for my workout, which I'm ready for now. And I thought, I'll go live at 9. So it's the goal. I'm not making any promises. Hi Tracy, but I am going to do my best. All right. So let's talk about the one thing that is stopping you from making big changes and getting big results. This does go back to the conversation that we had yesterday. It does go back to the life breakthrough session that I had yesterday and the craziness that has happened in, I don't even know. It hasn't even been 12 hours. Has it been 12 hours? So it's like 15, 16 hours. So I'm thinking that this person is going to really be a pivotal part of a lot of things that I bring to you, good, bad, or ugly. Right now, she's doing a really good job. She's really taking the things that I've given her and just running with them. So to set the stage a little further than I did last night on last night's live, which again, if you have not watched it, I highly recommend that you do. It's on the Unapologetically You page, which is facebook.com/PowerCoachAlishia. Okay, so she was isolating in her room 14 hours a day. So that's where she spent all of her awake time. Lots of prescribed medication, but utilizing a lot of it. So Xanax for anxiety so that she could come out of the room and, hang out in the rest of, her apartment where she lives. 400 milligrams of whatever that sleeping Ambien or, some sort of sleeping pills, just whatever she could do to get through the day. It just so happened that when she got to yesterday, she's out of her meds and can't go see her doctor until next week, which was one of the things that I wanted her to do as part of her massive action plan moving forward, was she could take the sleeping meds, but not the Xanax. So she was on antidepressants. She could take the antidepressants, but not the Xanax. Not the things that she's reaching for to, out of habit, out of default mode, right? But then she said, well, I'm out of everything. I'm like, even better, because if it's my choice, I don't want you to take anything. I want you to prove to yourself you truly can do this. So, not being able to take her kids to the park, not being able to go outside, not being able to go to Walmart, and they don't have a washer and dryer in their duplex, so they have to actually go out in public to wash clothes. She hasn't cooked dinner in over a year. So this is a very severe case of depression and fear. She fears for her life. She carries pepper spray and scissors everywhere she goes when she does leave her property, and she's always holding one of them because she is fearful of somebody attacking her and something happening to her. And nobody's attacked her like out in public. Nothing like that has happened to her. However, because of all of the other trauma in her life, this is how she gets through day to day. Okay, I had to set that tone a little stronger than yesterday's live because of what I want to teach you today that is going to help you make big change and have big results. So, how many times have you been told that baby steps, right? Just take baby steps, one step at a time. If you just take baby steps. Sorry, my head's bugging me, so I'm going to fix it really quick. I gotta stop saying sorry. Why do you do that? That's annoying. I even have a video about that being annoying. I'm not doing that no more. Fixing my hair really quick, people. Everybody says to take baby steps, right? Even if you can't, make a giant leap. Even if you can't make a big change, just do something small. Just make a small change here and a small change there. And those small changes add up to big results, right? How many times have you heard that? You guys are really quiet and it's so freaking weird. Say hi to me in the comments. Hi, Dana. Tell me what you're doing right now. Are you working? Ooh, I gotta groom you guys. If you're watching me on the Unapologetically You page, you gotta say hi. You gotta share it. You gotta interact with me. Come on, guys. You're taught that a lot, right? Because we're so full of overwhelm, right? We're so full of, I have so much on my plate and I'm doing so much and I'm so stressed out and fucking wah. We're so full of that there's so many books out there, hi Des, on, taking small steps and whatever, changing teeny tiny habits to get big results, right? All of this stuff. Here's the problem with small steps, baby steps. One, I don't believe in them. I'm not a preacher of taking baby steps. I don't believe in baby steps 99.9999999% of the time. Baby steps never work to get you to what you truly wanted to change. And I believe that's why a lot of people fail in business. That's why a lot of people fail in getting healthier, right? A lot of people fail in building stronger relationships with their partner and their children and syncing with their soul, as I like to call it, because everything, yay, Tessa talked to me, yay! I'm sorry you're sick, because everything is taught, do it in small steps. And the small steps never really lead to big steps, because if you don't see radical change, right? If you don't see bigger things, bigger results, if you don't have that larger quote unquote transformation, what ends up happening is you stop. Hi, Marcia. So when I was coaching her yesterday, I told her big steps. So she had a massive action plan when I got off when we got off the call, before she could start training in my Get Your Shift Together program. Her massive action plan was definitely, they were like leaps. So one of them, and another setting tone, is that with her partner, she feels like they don't talk, they're disconnected. You know, there's obviously a whole slew of issues there because of everything she's going through personally. It makes sense. If you cannot give to yourself and give yourself that power and, you know, fight for life and take the day-to-day actions that a lot of us take for granted, like leaving our bedrooms and going outside and going to the grocery store and out to dinner and cooking dinner and just making a snow angel or building a snowman or going to the park with our kids. She couldn't do any of those things, or in her head she didn't feel like she could, right? Just concocting all of this stuff in her head that to her she couldn't do those things. So her like prerequisite to taking action on the massive action plan was going to her partner, giving him the hug and the kiss, and looking him in the eyes and telling him that she loves him. Thank you for loving her. Thank you for supporting her. And that today is the first day of the rest of their life. That was her prerequisite to the rest of the things I wanted her to do. Next was to clean the shit show of the room that she's in. No. Oh, my watch party has just stopped. Why does my computer shut down like that? Do you know how freaking annoying that is? Well, the computer doesn't shut down, but my browser does. Yes, restore my pages, you piece of crap. So that was the prerequisite. And then next was to clean her room. And I told her, I know, hi Kendra, that it's a mess around you. I know you have shit everywhere. I know there's stuff piled up everywhere. And she starts laughing and she says, how do you know that? And I said, I don't know. I just do know that. And you need to clean it up and you need to get rid of it and you need to make space. And she said, okay. And I said, so that is really big on your list of things to do, is to clean up all of that shit. So she said, okay. And, you know, she wrote that down. And then I said, okay, step 2 is, because she had mentioned in the call, hi Janie, that her kitchen was a mess and she couldn't even cook in there, and even if she wanted to, she couldn't clean in there because it stresses her out to be in her kitchen. So I said step 2, or B to 1, is to make sure that you clean that kitchen. You have to clean that kitchen because you're going to cook dinner, which is really number 2. You got to cook dinner. And you hear her gasp. I can hear on the call at this moment how she's starting to get stressed because now she is taking action that she doesn't feel like she's ready for. She's taking action that she hasn't done in forever. And she even says, it has been over a year since I cooked. And I said, okay, well, I want you to plan dinner for tomorrow, which would be today. And she's like, okay, you know, you can hear the, okay. And then I said, all right, number 3, what was it? I don't remember. One of the steps was to not take meds, right? Because I found out about the whole med thing when I told her not to take them. And then another one was, what was it? Oh, the Calm app to meditate, since she's out of sleeping pills anyways. Start using the Calm app the sleeping meditation, so that she can get some sleep. And something else. I can't remember the rest of the massive action plan. It was the weirdest thing. I always feel channeled in situations like that I'm delivering what that person needs, and I don't usually feel like it's me. It's like when I'm speaking from stage and it's just, you know, somebody stands up and they say something, I just immediately, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I change to exactly what they need, the power that they need. I say all the things that they need. And then when that day, because for my events, they're a full day or 2 or 3 days, when it's over, most of the time I don't remember what I even said. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jenna. So she has to she also had to send me before pictures. Do you know how crazy that was hard for her? So she had to send me before pictures of all of the shit showery. And then I want after pictures. So I'm holding her accountable every single step of the way. And you know what's really crazy? Once I got off last night's live, I sent her a text and I said, so how did it go with so-and-so, which is her partner's name? And what I read next scared me because of the state she was in when we got off the phone. When we got on the phone, excuse me. And then she was so excited when we got off the phone that what I read scared me. Because she wrote, he says he doesn't love me and he only stays with me for our daughter. So then I was like, oh fuck, now I gotta go into like recon mode, give her some more power to keep her on track, right? Because here's the deal. I'm telling you her story for you, right? When we get this power and we're like, yeah, we're gonna do this, fuck yeah, I've got it, I'm gonna change my life, I'm gonna do all the things, I'm so excited, yes, 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 right? In that moment, nothing is fucked up, right? Nothing is stopping you, nothing is holding you back. Everything in your mind is like, I've got this, because there is no adversity. Then you take one step forward. You're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Take another step forward. Hell to the yeah. And then all of a sudden somebody kicks you in the nuts. Like, fuck that. I'm not doing that again. Right? Back, 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 back. So then what happens is that power, that excitement, that confidence, that whole mindset that you had to make the change and make this happen, and hell yeah, Power Coach Alishia rocks, and she changed my life and she helped me. As soon as you get kicked in the nuts or kicked in the gut, you're like, and then all of a sudden you start to retreat again. But you're retreating within yourself. You're editing the choices that you're making because now, like, I don't like the way that feels. So when she writes that back to me, I had to go instantly into, like I said, recon mode. And I wrote, like, I emphasize things when I'm writing because I write all day to my team. So I'm always communicating through writing. So I'm like, you, in all caps, you've got this. You are not doing this for you or for him. You are doing this for you and your kids, right? And I'm like, reiterating the whole point of why we're doing what we're doing here and pushing her to that. And she's still she was fine. Then all of a sudden I started getting pictures of the befores and the room looked exactly the way I thought in my head. And there was another room. They have another room in this duplex that is just full of shit. So she sent me pictures of that too. And, I guess she just cleaned all night. I didn't hear from her after I gave her the recon, sent her the pictures. She wrote something back, but it's on my phone, so I can't see it. And then I went to bed, and I did think about her as I went to bed, and I thought about my what ifs, right? And I said, no, you've got this. You gave her what she needs. She's going to be okay. That's what I said. And I woke up this morning, and I checked my messages, and she said, again, it's on my phone, but something along the lines of this. I just hope I can keep my emotions together. I'm up, I'm dressed, I have makeup on, and him and I are on our way to the laundromat to do laundry. And I thought, holy fucking shit. And then this is why I'm here live right now, because what clicked in my head was, she's making radical changes. Radical changes. This is nuts. This person was near death. There's no better example of big changes for big results. If I would have told her that her baby step was to spend 5 minutes outside of her room a day, for fuck's sakes, this would be for fucking ever. For the room to get cleaned, the laundry to get done, the kitchen to get cleaned, dinner to be made. Are you fucking kidding me? We're looking at 6 months to a year before she's done just these little teeny tiny things. But that's not how Power Coach Alishia coaches. My name is Power Coach Alishia for a reason. I named myself that for a reason. Because I know that in order to make big changes, You have to take big action, not small action. And this story and me continuing to share this with you, it makes me so emotional because you have to understand her state of mind. It could be what yours is right now. The defeat, the give up. Like, this is big, you guys. She's lost 3 of 4 of her children for something I would have done as well. So it wasn't something that was warranted in my professional opinion. I would have done it too. So I would have lost my kids too. There's just so much shit on her shoulders. There's so many reasons for her to give up. There's so many reasons for her to still be isolating in that bedroom and not cooking dinner and not cleaning the house and not at the laundromat in 15 hours. She has on fucking makeup. She says, I still feel so uncomfortable, but I've got this. Yes, you do. You do got it. I wrote to her last night how proud of her I am. Oh, that was something else that she wrote to me last night, is that she's got everything out and she's to make dinner today. So she's probably like thawing out like the spaghetti, because that's what she told me she's making, is spaghetti and garlic bread. So she told me she pulled that out and it's defrosting and all of that. So yes, you're going to hear more of this story. Oh, one of my eyelashes is fucked up. All right, there you go. You're going to hear more of this story because this story is the prime example of from living dead to peak personal power, which is something that I have, like one of the things that I train on and I teach. That's one of the things that I'm working on helping each and every one of you guys get to, is from, in her example, living dead to peak personal power. And even though she feels a lot of anxiety and she feels really stressed out, maybe not really stressed out, a lot of anxiety, she's managing it with no meds. Because she even wrote that in her text this morning. No Xanax, no blah, 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 blah. I'm up, I'm out of bed. We're on our way to the laundromat. I've got makeup on. I think she even said she showered. Like, this is crazy cool. So I say to you, if you want big changes and big results, then you have to take big action. There's no fucking baby steps. The one thing that you must do for big changes and big results is big action. I don't give a fuck what book you read that says to take it one bite at a time. Have you ever read Eat the Frog? It's about doing the biggest, hardest thing. I've never read the book, but I've been told about it 90 million times, which I can't wait to read it one day. It's about doing the biggest, hardest thing first. Why the fuck would you take baby steps? By the time you actually get to the result, if you ever get there, you don't even give a shit about it anymore. And most people who take baby steps never get to where they want to be. So I'm one of those people, I'm not going to take steps until I'm ready to go all in, because I don't take baby steps. So for example, I have not changed my diet at all on this journey of getting my body healthy. However, I have made a big change, and that is consistently working out. I did not say I'm going to work out 1 day a week, and then I'll move to 2, and then I'll move to 3, and then I'll move to 4. No, I said I'm going to consistently work out, which for me was 3+. My kids are playing video games. I apologize. I think he just won an Apex, and it's his birthday, so I'll let him scream in the background. 3+ days a week is what I wanted to work out. And in month 1, I accomplished that. So that was in the month of December. Then January, I wanted to work out 4+ days a week. Okay? January, I did make it to 4 days a week. And then all of a sudden in February, I was like, I want to do 24 workouts, which was 6 workouts a week. I won't make it. I'll still be at 4. So in March, I'm going to 5 days a week. But the radical change for me was working out 4 to 6 times a month, which was 1 to 2 times a week, maybe, to being very consistent. I made it through the 21-day fix, which I would have never done. I made it through the 21-day fix extreme, and now I'm on the Morning Meltdown 100. These are all Beachbody programs. Radical. This fucking bitch loves to jump in the Morning Meltdown 100. I have bad knees. I have big boobs. This is nuts. The first workout, I was so pissed off at this bitch. So baby stepping it would have been changing a workout, right? Doing something different, editing it down, paring it down, taking the modified version that's on the screen. And yeah, when I get tired, I do take the modified version, but I want big changes. I want big results. So yesterday, you're standing here in this spot and you're jumping as far forward as you can. Okay, this is part of this 20-minute workout. And I bitch at the TV, she's skinny as fuck. She looks amazing. So I'm like, of course you could do that, And the first time I did it, I'm doing like a leap forward on one leg and then the other leg comes down and then I turn around and it's leap forward on one leg. So it looks like brat-dat, brat-dat, brat-dat each way. And then I finally said, just fucking jump. You want your body to change. You want it to be different. You want the changes. Just jump. Even if you can only leap this far, do it. So I did it and I jumped so far and I was proud of myself. And I was able to turn and then jump the other way and then turn and then jump the other way. So this doesn't just apply to like big things like living dead. And what we see happening in this story, this applies to everything. Just jump. Like, I know that when I have a trigger of something I want to talk about, if I don't come live and tell you within 20 to 30 minutes of that trigger, the power behind that will not be as powerful if I just put it on a list and talk about it at a later time. Yeah, I'll be able to deliver. Yeah, you'll get the message you need. It just won't be as powerful as it is right off that trigger. Like this morning. Normally I don't check my phone when I wake up, but I woke up almost an hour late today. Then my husband's not here, so I wanted to see what was going on with him. And then I saw a message from her. I got to read that. Like, what's she doing? Is she okay? Is she retreating? I don't know. I feel like I have to make sure that she's staying on track. And so I'm like, okay, I read the message. I'm like, okay, trigger, I have to go live. Well, that's part of my plan anyways. Get up, get ready, go live. So almost every day I'm going to look like this when you see me go live if it's in the morning, because I'm going to go work out. Unless it's a non-workout day, then you'll see me ready for the day. But it's going to hardly be ever that I'm actually ready, because this is the time of day that I feel I want to come live for you and tell you what's on my mind. My goal is to do it at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll see what happens. That is my goal, but I'm not going to stress myself out with it. So, the one thing that will make big changes and give you big results is taking big action. So before I jump off here, what time is it? All right, so before I jump off here, I have one more thing to say. Another personal story. Because one thing you're always going to notice about me, especially if you're new to this world and you don't know me at all, is that I always practice what I preach. I live what I teach. I believe in everything I say. Okay? I'm not a certified life coach who's spitting something that I was taught. I am a human who teaches you from a place of my own life, my own experiences, mixed with using my intuition and any personal development that I've listened to over the last 8 years that comes out of my mouth. That is my certification. That's what gives me the power to be here. And so you're going to always hear my stories and other people's stories intermixed. I just think this one specific story is so powerful because shows that when you have Power Coach Alishia matched with a person who needs what I give, soulmate client, you have such crazy changes. And it's not a made-up story. You'll meet her one day. I know it. I know it. Okay, so here's my story. My radical change is this. In 2012, I was sitting in a car. It was a PT Cruiser, actually. And I was listening to Anthony Robbins. And he said, I pull in the driveway and he's like, right now, you write down 2 things that you need to do to make change and then go do them. And one of them was to contact my friend about networking events and see what I needed to, do some research on what I needed to do to be a speaker. So this is March of 2012, maybe the beginning of April of 2012. So we're like right around 8 years from this moment. And I send her a message on Facebook and I say, can you tell me what networking events are, more about them and how I would find them? And then I start Googling about, how to be a speaker and all of this stuff. And in the moment, I start, over the next few days, I start writing this talk, which I can't wait to find and share with you one day. I don't know where it is, but I know it was really powerful. And I used this talk a lot when I first started. And I used John Cena, and I talk a lot about him and his motto. He has a tattoo on, I think it's his right or left arm. I don't know which arm it is, but it says hustle, loyalty, and respect. It's what he stands for. It's, the basis of what he lives by, his motto for life. And I used it a lot when I was first starting and to inspire me and other people. And then, very quickly after this journey of me wanting to be a speaker, I went to a networking event. I met a coach, and she had told me that, it's going to take 3 to 5 years, which holy fuck, it would have been 2015, 2017, right? But she says it's going to take 3 to 5 years for you to be a paid speaker. So what is it that you're good at right now where you can make money? And I know some of you guys have heard this story. And I said, well, I'm badass at direct sales. I sell about $10,000 a month. That's what I do great. And I tend to help every person in the company who is not succeeding. They come to me, even if they're not on my team. She goes, that's it. That's what you need to do. That's what, people need that. Even now when I hire Facebook managers or I hire coaches and they find out that I'm a direct sales trainer or coach, they're like, oh my God, that's so needed in the market, da 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 da. And they're still, really encouraging that track because it is needed in the market. However, my dream is to be a speaker and life coach, right? So I go down this track from 2012 to current, but in this midst, I've spoken a lot. I've spoken at schools and for medical conferences and, for small businesses and at networking events. I've spoken on my own stage on tour. So there was a lot of speaking events along the way, but they were spread out over 8 years. So if you boil it down over the 8 years, I probably only spoke, 2 to 3 times a year if you wanted to drag it across the years. And in the 8 years, I have attempted to launch this What is Unapologetically You with the life coaching version and all the things that are just burning deep down in my soul. And every single time I make this big change, so take big action, right? So I get big results. It's the kick of the nuts, right? It's the gut punch. It's this is falling apart over here, that's falling apart over there. Because it's not that I am closing down my Rockstar Direct Sales division. I've always wanted that division to keep going and flourishing because I am a badass direct sales trader or coach. I do have amazing content and information. I just want the day-to-day, the forefront, what I do day in and day out to be life coaching and speaking. That was it. Right? It wasn't like I wanted to get rid of it or sell it off or quit or say fuck off. That wasn't ever the plan. Never. In any of the times that I've been doing my best to launch this division, that was never my goal. However, every single time I have done my best to launch this division of Unapologetically You or Power Coach Alishia or whatever I was calling it, the direct sales division would fall apart. It was like if my attention, my action, my hands, my voice, my everything was not on its ass, like a little kid who's not fucking listening, it would fall apart. Money goes down, this isn't working, that's not working, bills can't be paid, da-da-da-da, big things. That's why I call it being kicked in the nuts. That fucking gut check. Because they're big things that happen that are usually negative to test you. These are big tests when you go to take big action and make big changes. They're not going to be little things. You're not going to just fucking stub your toe and then have it set your whole day off. It's big things, you guys. So January, I don't even know what fucking month we're in. This little over a month ago, almost 2 months ago now, I guess. No, it's not 2 months ago. It's a little over a month ago. I'm done. I'm done waiting. I'm done reverting. I'm done giving up on my dreams. We're doing it. So, let's go. We start this path. We're writing these training tracks, which some of you guys, I hope you're in. We have a life training track that's free, and we have direct sales training track that's free. And the direct sales training track, we are actually finishing the rest of the tracks this week, which include hostess coaching, recruiting, leadership, Facebook, all of those tracks will be finished by tomorrow. And then I think we'll have some finishing touches we have to do throughout the weekend to just make sure they're all set and ready to go. They're all free, right? And that was my whole plan. I could bring people into my world. They could take a quick mental fitness assessment and decide, do they need life coaching? Are they ready for direct sales coaching? Or are they ready to go on to my other new division, right? Whatever. So that gets all set. We get going. And instantly, this kid starts laying out, throwing fits, right? The Rockstar Direct Sales Division. Just acting out, kicking me in the nuts, making it this big deal. And I'm like, Remember I said that at the beginning of this. And I start retreating. And I start getting upset. Because I feel like I got to go back. I got to kick this kid's ass. I got to keep it in shape. I got to be on its ass. Because if I don't, this shit always happens. But everybody around me is like, no, you're doing this. You're going for it. We're going to make it work. Da-da-da-da-da. Keep going. Focus. Daniel's like, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll make whatever money we need. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. And the last 45 days has been a crazy inside battle of just stop this bullshit and go do what you know is best. You're good there. You kill it there. You can life coach there. You'll be fine. That's where you should be, right? Where my intuition's like, stop it right now. You keep going. You keep going. It's all going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And the people around me, it's going to be okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And I'm like, okay. And sometimes this is happening in a second and a minute. And sometimes this is happening for an hour or a day. But this is my rigmarole the last 40 or 30 days. I don't have any concept of time. This could only really have been 3 weeks. I feel like it's been forever. It's probably only been 3 weeks. Rigmarole, right? Just over and over and over again. So I'm still going. That's why I'm here with you on Unapologetically You, right? That's why I'm here. And it's cool to see the universe lining up along the way, but I'm still being tested, right? You still got the angel and the devil, which is what I call your ego, and the angel, which is what I call your ing, just going at it. And I think that coaching session yesterday was my new sign, right? This is where you need to be. I got lots of messages from yesterday's live. Just things, you see what you want to see. You see what you want to see. Because I'm getting these messages and people saying thank you. That's exactly what I needed. Da-da-da-da-da. And that's what I need to do. And now I'm here with you again, giving you another part to this story, giving you more power, helping you push yourself to greatness, helping you step in and unleash your inner badass so that you can live the life that you love. So I should be back here tomorrow. I won't be back on the weekends. I shouldn't unless something hits me that I need to say. But I should be back here tomorrow with just another, power up for you. If you love this, make sure when this video ends that you turn on your notifications. Share this with somebody that you feel needs this message. And just know that this is what you're getting here. This is who I am. This is what I bring to the table. And if you love this, there's so much more where this comes from. So with that, get out there, make big changes. Take big action so that you can have and see big changes and you can get big results. No more baby steps.